it may come back to 108, but minimum credits will be 105. Okay. Spread of courses, all courses compulsory in first year for everyone. In the second year, for PGDM students, out of the 52 credits they have to study, 34 to 35 will be electives, which means you can opt in for those courses. Now, how it happens here is, take for example, marketing area. Marketing area will offer a basket of courses. And they will come and make a presentation to you towards the end of your first year, saying that we are offering course A, so many credits, course B, so many credits, course C, so many credits. Similarly, HR area will come and communicate to you about the courses they offer, systems area, all areas. Now, you will have to choose which courses you would like to take. The condition, only condition is, in second year, your total credit should be adding up to whatever is required. 52, 55, whatever. As long as you satisfy that requirement, you are free to choose any course. There will be some restrictions, I will come to that. But that's how it works. The system works like that. Because we offer a postgraduate diploma in management. Your diploma will not talk about any specialization. Specialization is based on how many credits you select in a particular area. That decides your specialization. But your diploma will not talk about any specialization. Correct? For healthcare students, all healthcare courses in second year will be frozen, and it will be a healthcare specialization courses. There is a course called brand scan. You must have heard about this, right? Yeah. That is compulsory for students who would like to specialize in marketing. Professor Shivakumar will be talking about brand scan to you, I think today. Later in the day, in the afternoon, when we move to our campus. He will give you a detailed account of what brand scan is about. It's a TAPMI innovation. We have been doing it since last 18, 19 years, right? This is a marketing activity. So if a student wants to specialize in marketing, brand scan is a compulsory course for that person in the second year. Okay? There will be caps on electives. This has been mentioned to you, right? Yeah. Now, how a cap would be applied is left to the faculty member. For instance, this year, for your seniors, I have said, I will take only 130 students in sales management. Not more than that. And I will choose students based on their performance in their first year marketing courses plus statistics course. I will see their performance, then rank the applicants and choose the top 130. Some other faculty member might say that, no, I will look into the overall performance in first year for that particular course. Right? So what is important for you is, you cannot perform poorly and then expect to get the courses that are sought after. How many of you are expecting to perform poorly here? Please raise your hands. Then it should not be a problem for you, right? Okay. So there can be some prerequisites on electives as well. Meaning, in finance, a faculty member might say that if you want to take a course in the 5th term, you should have studied another finance elective in the 4th term because it's a course it's linked to that, right? Without having taken that, you will not understand this. That is called as a prerequisite, right? There could be a prerequisite as well. Class scheduling, first year you will have 3 to 4 classes per day. During primers, you may have more classes. That is first 15 days. But after that, you would have about 3 to 4 classes per day, which means 3 to 4 sessions of 75 minutes each. Second year, it depends on electives. How many electives are we running? Professor Prashant, how many electives are we running? 84 courses in second year. Across 6 specializations. Right? And it's a menu kind of a system. So everyone ticks whichever course he or she wants. So often Professor Prashant finds that no 2 courses go parallel. There is a course called Theory of Constraints. And this course would have about 30-35 people who have taken that course. Now he will see whether this Theory of Constraints, which has only 35 people, can it go parallel with sales management? Then he will find that there are 2 students who are common to these courses. Then he will remove sales management and see, can it go parallel with financial derivatives? Then he finds that there are 2 other students who are parallel with this. So what happens is we are not able to schedule lot many classes parallel. So there are people who want to take some courses in HR and then finance. There are people who want to take IT and operations. There are people who will take some general management courses and marketing. So that's why in second year, and you also have guest faculty, so the classes will be from 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. That is how the TAPMI timetable will look. But if I ask him, he will have 3 classes per day. So the first class could be 7:30 to 8:45, second class is at 2:30, and the next class is at 6:45. That depends on the electives he has taken. For somebody else, it could be 3 classes in the morning. Again, in the second year also, average you will have 3 to 4 classes per day. But when those classes will happen, we cannot tell. Now, to sort out this problem, there is only one choice, that we offer less number of courses. Are you okay with that? No. Or we put restrictions saying that these 2 courses will always run parallel. Right? We may do that. So, what I am trying to say here is that when we give flexibility to the students in terms of choice of courses, this is something which we have to live with. So there will be classes on Sundays because of this. So you have, like Professor Simon was mentioning, the CEO of Saatchi & Saatchi Advertising Agency comes and teaches integrated marketing communications. She has a full-time job in Bangalore. So the only days she can spare is Saturday and Sunday. So should we let go of that opportunity of having to gain from somebody who has such an immense experience, or should we go with that and adjust ourselves and attend classes on this? And believe me, that's a fantastic course. Same thing with Professor Arun Kumar Chaudhary, who is an industry person who comes from Bangalore and teaches quality systems. So most of the people, industry people, they can come only during weekends, right? So this is one compromise we have to make if we need to learn. The course evaluation. Now this is something which is very, very important for you. There will be multiple evaluation components. So a particular subject may have 3 quizzes, each quiz with 10% weightage, 1 midterm examination with 20% weightage, 1 end-term examination with 30% weightage, then case assignment which is 10%, then class participation is another 10%. So that makes it 100%. So how many components now? 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2, right? About 7 components. So there could be a course with 10 components also, right? Yeah. And there could be a faculty who will have 1 quiz every class. The first thing you start is with a quiz, which is whatever has been covered on in the previous class, there is a quiz. So there will be 10 quizzes, 15 quizzes. That also is a possibility. These are the list of some of the evaluation components. This is not an exhaustive list. So a very creative faculty can come up with something which is entirely new. I remember 3 years ago in finance, they came up with a crossword, which is a quiz. All financial terms, you have to go on you complete the crossword, right? All compulsory courses will have midterm examinations. So in first year, for all subjects, you will have midterm as well as end-term examinations. It is not only midterm. midterm as well as end term examinations, compulsory courses. But the specialization courses in second year, what we call as electives, these are called electives because you can opt or elect for that course. There, it is the discretion of the course faculty whether to have a midterm examination or no. Right? So in first year, when I say you have midterm examinations for all the courses, it's like this. The term itself is 3 months, about 12 weeks. So after 1.5 months, you have 4 days of examinations, which is midterm examinations. The weightage for which is carried forward. And then again, after 1.5 months, you have end term examinations. Okay? So all evaluation components, your midterm examination, end term examination, quizzes, assignments, they are given marks. You are given marks on that. So till the end of the course, you will only know where do you stand in terms of marks. So one quiz is over, what is my marks in that? Next one assignment is over, what is my marks in that? And what is the total marks now? Quiz plus assignment. Then midterm happens, what is my marks in that? Midterm plus that assignment plus quiz. So it goes on adding up. Right? So the marks are multiplied by weights. So midterm examination could be 30% weightage, 25% weightage, end term could be 30%. It is, the weight should add up to 10, which means that it is out of 100. In the end, after the course is over, end term examination is over, evaluation is over, the total is out of 100. So once you finish a course, you will have a course on statistics now in first term. After the statistics course is over, July, August, September end, your results will come. You will know how much you have scored out of 100 in the entire score, in the entire course. Right? So it will be a list. Out of 100, you have scored, secured so much. Now the fun begins. We do letter grading and the faculty decides the letter grades. So out of 100 in the class, if the maximum is 90 and the minimum score is 40, there are 60 people in the class. And the faculty has taken 2 sections, 120 people, maximum is 90, lowest is 40, the faculty decides what should be the maximum grade, what should be the minimum grade, should it be A plus or A minus the maximum, or 40 should be F or D. It is the faculty who decides. Now we have an institutional norm. So the grades will be from A plus to F. A plus is the best. F means fail. So the grade point corresponding to F is 0. If you get A plus, it is 10. If you get A, it is 10 minus 0.8, which is 9.2. It is in the steps of 0.8. So A plus is the maximum, which is 10 out of 10 or something like that. Next is 9.2, then 8.4, 7.6. That's how it is. 6.8, it keeps on coming down. A plus, A minus, B plus, B minus, C plus, C minus, D plus, D minus, F. And there is one dreaded grade. Incomplete. If you are given I, then you won't get your diploma. If you are given I for even one course, you won't get your diploma. And you will have to go through that course once again whenever it is offered next. And in a system like ours, it so happens that I offer a course this year, next year I may not decide to offer it. So if it happens to be a specialization course, if you get an I, and under what circumstances can you get an I? I find that 50% of the times this person is not in the classroom at all. Whatever is the reason. I cannot consider the learning to have taken place, right? Because most of the learning takes place in the classroom. So I might say, no, he is not completed the course, or there is a project which he is not submitted. I might say, though, this is an important component of this course. The project has not been submitted, so I might give I. we do relative grading. This is another thing which is important, which means there has to be a spread of grades irrespective of the range of marks. If the highest is 90, lowest is 40, I might give A plus to 90 and I have to give D to 40. If the highest is 90, lowest is 60, I still have to give D to the 60%. If the highest is 90, minimum is 80, I still have to give to the D to the 80%, which means that we are judging you with respect to your position vis-a-vis others' position in the class. Right? So, you might get D in 1 or 2 courses. No problem. It will not impact your overall performance as long as you are good in other subjects. So there are problems, initially there are some people who find mathematics difficult, fine, but they should be good in other subjects. Engineers find writing theory, any writing, English writing, very cumbersome, right? So they may fare badly till they get the hang of it. So 1 or 2 Ds really doesn't matter here. You will see that in the grade sheet there will be A plus 1 D, yes. Perhaps it's not good enough. Life will accept that. Because you come from different backgrounds. Management education, MBAs, take students from engineering background, they take students from BA background, BSc, B Pharma, we have dentists, we have doctors. So it's a heterogeneous mix. But you are supposed to have minimum competence in all the things. That is how you write CAT and demonstrate that you at least know what is 2 plus 2, right? Correct? Yeah. So you get D in 1 or 2 subjects, it really doesn't impact you. But if you totally neglect your studies, all courses you end up in D, then your GPA dips. There are people who have taken D in 1 or 2 subjects, but they still have got overall 7 GPA out of 10. Many of them. But if you do badly in all subjects, see, I can accept somebody says, sir, this particular thing, accounts is, I do not understand this double entry bookkeeping. I don't know why the same thing has to be entered twice. It took time, so I have got D in this. But you see my performance in other courses, I have done very well. So my marks speak for themselves. Fine, it's acceptable. But if you are a D in all the subjects, I don't think anything can save you. If you are D in a majority of the subjects, nothing can save you. And we are very, very clear on that. Academics, there is no compromise. Minimum GPA at the end of each stage, that is first year, first term, second term, third term, in the handbook it is given, right? 4.4, this is out of what? Out of 10, it is not out of 5, right? Actually, it is very difficult to be below 4.4. You will have to work really hard to be, yeah. But if you have worked really hard and got less than 4.4, then we must recognize your work. Right? So if not, it's withdrawal. No re-examination. Absolutely no re-examination here. Other things you should know, there is something called outbound program. Professor Prashant will speak about it. So there are some agencies which offer this. You are taken to a place where you live as a community, manage yourself. This basically teaches you how to handle certain uncertainties, how to work in teams, how to handle certain tasks as a group, right? Understanding diversity in views and so forth. So the setting is an outbound program. MIP means management in practice. Management in practice is the summer internship, which is for about 2 months. We call it as MIP. So that happens after your first year. But the process for MIP will start soon. I think MIP office will approach you, take your details, and then start contacting companies, providing them with the profiles and so forth. I must tell you, we have done exceedingly well in MIPs in the last 2 years. Great, good companies, great, good stipend. So we are on a growth path. So that's how it is. Then there will be some non-credit courses also. In HR area, Colonel James offers a course on, I think, something called as emotional intelligence. It's just about 10 sessions. 10 sessions, and he gets one external expert. So it is done in a workshop mode. It is for those people who are really interested in that. The size of the class is also not very large. It's about 30, 32. He puts a cap. But it is a zero credit course. It's a zero credit course, and it will come in your grade sheet as a zero credit course. It could be a pass-fail kind of a course. There is no GPA and all. End of the course, the faculty will say whether your performance is satisfactory or unsatisfactory. That's all. So the 2 years of PGP, term 1, which is July to September, I'm not including those 15 days of primers from Monday to end of June, right? July to September. Term 2 is October to December. Term 3 is January to March. After term 3, you have your MIP. That is during April and May. So those 2 months missing, April and May, is for your MIP, which is your summer interns. Then you come back June to September, October to December, and January to March. Convocation will always be on the last Saturday of March. So you joined now, 2014, 2015, March, the last Saturday will be your convocation where you will receive your diplomas and go. That's how it is. This is about the program. Best of luck. In case you have any questions, I will be happy to take them.